So we're recording.
Recording. Okay, awesome. Well, welcome, ladies, to this incredible experience. And it's so cool that all of this is happening at this moment when the Women's Connection is making new transitions and starting new chapters. And, it's just all unfolding and lots of exciting things transitioning. So today with the eclipse, it was like I felt a true solidification of like everything that I've been feeling. It was like, yes, this is time to push through, to push through whatever darkness is there. And so I'm really excited about what Angel has planned for us tonight, and the fact that we get to share it with all of you live in the Facebook group too. So if you're watching out there in Facebook land and you aren't here in the live room, make sure you say hello. Let us know, where you're watching from. If you want the link to come join us live, then leave a comment. Let us know. We can plug you in, because we have opened up this new moon ceremony to the entire community. So we wanted you guys all to join. So yes, baby Emmy wants to say hello. Hello, Facebook group. This is her first official Zoom Facebook Live. Awesome. So if you don't know who Angel is, she has impacted pretty much every single face I see on this Zoom, and I see a lot of you guys in the comments as well. Share your experiences of how Angel has impacted your life, because her coming out here and doing these ceremonies and doing these exercises with us, you really get the full picture when you understand her true power, and you really allow her to speak to you. And Nikki would say you get past the Filipino accent and you really listen to the words that she's saying. She's able to see things and speak things directly to your heart, directly to your soul. And tonight, I'm really excited for her to lead this ceremony. So I'll pass it over to you, Angel. You can take it away and get us started, and I'm ready.
Good evening, ladies, and thank you very much, Layla, for that very nice introduction. And I'm very enthusiastic tonight, because we have the solar eclipse that happened today, and it is also new moon. So new moon is about new beginnings. So if there's anything that you are starting, a new project, new business, something in your life that is new moon is the best time to do that. And the best thing is we have the solar eclipse energy with us, helping us for that as well. And so this particular solar eclipse belongs to a family that last appeared in 1999. So in the description, I wrote there where look back in your life in 1999. What has happened in your life during that time? And if it doesn't mean that whatever happened that time will happen to you around this time. It's just the same energy is what we have tonight. And not just tonight, during this whole eclipse season that we have, which is we're down to the last 2 weeks after tonight. So tomorrow we have 2 weeks post eclipse shadow, we call it. So what that means is the eclipse is giving you 2 more weeks to tie loose ends that you haven't done so yet. Or if there's something that you've been holding on to or pushing aside to face and do it now, then this energy is giving you a chance in that 2 weeks to do that now. And so the intentions that we're going to set tonight is actually for your next 2 to 3 years. So it is good that you're going to be able to release whatever needs to be released tonight, especially if it is has something to do with the energies that happened with you back in 1999. So we will release that tonight. We will do some quick clearing before we go on with the new moon abundance ceremony part. And that is what I'm enthusiastic about tonight. I was guided to offer this to all of you, to our wonderful community, so that you can move forward and really set that intention or reset your life if you need to reset your life so that your next 2 to 3 years is set into this beautiful energy that we have right now. So I hope you had a chance to look back and find out, or really meditate on it or ponder about what happened in your life back in 1999, so that you can bring out in the open tonight. Well, you don't have to share it if you don't feel like it. I will just tune in. What I wanted to do is, when you pondered about it, what happened around that time, is so that when I tune into your energies, it is in the out in the open. It's not like, well, even if you buried it, I will still find it if it's meant to be shown tonight and released tonight, right? But it's just when you bring it up in the open yourself, then it will be easier for you to let it go and to just clear out that energy. So, an example with what I'm saying is, back in 1999, I was in Taiwan. I arrived there in June. So, June, July, August. I remember the first 6 months I was there was the most stressful time for me. That was around my 6 month was the time where I was thinking of, oh my God, what did I do? Um, I go to the rooftop of the building of the dormitory, and it's like, if I jump out of this building, would I die, or would I just end up with broken bones and disabled in the wheelchair? So a lot of negative energies happened to me back then. So for me, what I'm releasing tonight is, if there's still some negative energies from that period for me. And so for you, whatever happened that time, if it's all good during that time for you, then it's all okay. Know that if there's something that didn't came up for you right now, if your body is ready to release it, it will be shown to me when I tune in to everyone's energy tonight, and then I will be able to release it. Again, it's your higher self and you giving permission, uh, giving yourself permission to release whatever it is. Okay, so before we go ahead with the clearing, does anybody have any question? I know pretty much that's in here tonight had worked with me one way or another, but for the new ones, I'm seeing new faces here tonight. Thank you very much for joining us here. And so if you have some questions about this, that the clearing that we're going to do tonight and the new moon ceremony, you're welcome to ask questions before I proceed with the energy clearing.
And the cool thing is that for people that are watching the replay later, if you have questions, this can be interactive, because Angel is, always so present in our group to answer questions. She does so much work with all of the women, and she's been an amazing healer to many of us on some of these blocks that have been holding us back. And it's funny when you said 1999, because I was like, it was a bad time looking back on it. At the moment, I was seemingly happy, having fun in the fun times, but it was really interesting to go back that far and to pull up memories, and Facebook doesn't go back that far, so you kind of have to go back into, well, where was I? Was I in a school? What grade was I in? What was I going through at that time? So interesting, just to everyone that's watching, to make sure you kind of tune into that and take a moment to think about it and sit on it.
Exactly. And before this ceremony tonight, I had a group healing session with my membership group. And so a lot of the ladies here is working with me in one way or another. And one of the jokes is that they can't figure out anymore which event to attend, because they're pretty much in all of them. And so I guess figuring out on how to do that. But energy clearing and energy healing is my life's purpose, as I discovered after 4-5 years of full of challenges. And a lot of you, if you watch replays of the workshops that I've led, you might have heard my stories already. But background is Angel Alvaro is an angel communicator. I was born with that ability, and I talk to dead people. So that's the other thing. But with our this desire to fit in, and to stop being called weird, I ended up pushing that behind. And so it's only this last, I'd say, uh, the entire journey has always been being guided towards the right direction. But you know how when we don't listen, or we don't know that what is happening is actually a message for us, we tend to go another way. So it becomes a roller coaster ride, right? And so during that soul searching journey that I had in the past 4 to 5 years, I found this new moon ceremony, full moon ceremonies, and I fell in love with them because I found out the reason and understood why I'm always drawn to the energy of the moon. I love watching anything about werewolves, about vampires, because the moon has so much effect with the werewolves, right? And so I found out that, oh, is that why I'm so drawn to the moon energy? Well, it's because moon energy is feminine, and for women who knows how to harness the energy of the moon, you're in for a treat, because moon energy is so much powerful, and the goddess moon is there to help us in any way. We just have to know and be ready to claim that for ourselves. So let's get ahead with energy clearing. So get yourself comfortable and start breathing deeply. If there's no any questions, we'll start uh, with we'll go ahead with our energy clearing. Because I highly suggest that you put your feet planted in the ground because of the intense energies that we have going tonight. If your feet is not planted firmly in the ground, in the floor, you might feel dizzy and flighty, or feel like you're flying or floating. And when you're comfortable, um, you can close your eyes and start breathing deeply. Make sure that you're breathing through your diaphragm. So now let's take 3 deep breaths in. And you're going to inhale through your nose. Inhale all of the oxygen, making sure that when you inhale, it is from your diaphragm to activate that life force energy that is inside you. And when you exhale, exhale through your nose. Exhale all of that tension that you may have, perhaps around your neck or around your shoulders. And that fully exhale all of that. Now let's do it again for the second time. Take a deep breath in. Really take in, fill in your diaphragm, your lungs with air, with all of this oxygen. Activate that life force of energy inside your body. And exhale through your nose. Exhale anything that no longer serves you. Now let's do it for the last time. Take a deep breath in through your nose, feeling your lungs coming from your diaphragm with all of the oxygen. Your life force energy is now activated. And exhale through your nose, releasing all of those negative energies and tensions that is not serving your best and highest good. May I have the permission to go above your energies, go over your energies, energy bodies, so that I can tune in and find out what is that most pressing blocks that you have right now that is stopping you to move forward and experience the best life could be for you here on earth. So you can say yes out loud, or you can just say yes in your mind that you're giving me permission.
Yes.
Yes, Angel.
Yes.
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 So the common theme with the blocks from everyone right now that is live is about speaking your truth and not knowing your self-worth and self-love. Majority of you is craving for that unconditional love ever since you're a baby in the womb. And the third one is fear of asking for help, feeling undeserving to receive help. So I'm going to clear all of these top three blocks that was shown to me tonight from all of you. And for everyone that is watching in the group, and for everyone that who's going to watch the replay, if this is your challenges, this is going to be cleared away from you as well when you're watching the replay. So while your eyes is still closed, take a deep breath in, hold it for 3 seconds, and exhale through your nose. So while I'm doing this session, this clearing, you might be feeling some sensations in any part of your body. It could be in the top of your head or anywhere. Just pay attention to those sensations. It could be tingling sensation. It could be something like pressing a little bit heavy, or and then it becomes light, or it could be cold sensation or warm sensation. Whatever it is, just pay attention to it and trust that these are just signs your body is giving you that the clearing and the healing is working. Even if you don't feel anything at all, it is okay. The energy is working. Now, what I would like you to do is focus on that baby in the womb. It's in every one of you during live and in the group, and also the ones that's going to watch the replay. Imagine yourself being that baby in the womb. I'm going to send that unconditional love for each and every one of you. So this unconditional love is now saturating every cell, every fiber of your being as a baby in the womb, filling in all of the cracks, healing all the tears, or filling in any holes in there that's making you crave for unconditional love. Unconditional love heals a lot of issues that we've been experiencing in our adult life, but we didn't know about that. Unconditional love is also pushing out all of the toxins that you may have absorbed as a baby in the womb, all of the negative energies. If you ever had that feeling of being unwanted the rest of your life or for as long as you remember, or that feeling that you're always craving for acceptance, that you're working hard to be accepted, not just by your family, but by other people. It is because unconditional love was lacking when you were a baby in the womb. And this also results in feeling unworthy or undeserving to receive help. And so what you do is you compensate by giving, giving and giving and giving. So you're in this constant cycle of giving, but never receiving anything for yourself because you don't know how it feels like to receive. You don't know that you are worthy and deserving to receive. And all of this are actually stopping you from receiving that abundance and all the goodness that you are deserving and worthy to receive. Now I'm calling in Archangel Raphael to send in his green emerald healing energies to each and everyone, both here live in the group and the ones watching the replay, to heal whatever needs healing in your bodies right now, especially in each and everyone's heart. I can feel so much pain, so much hurt in there. So take a deep breath in, inhale, soak in all of this healing energies right now. Hold it for 3 seconds and exhale through your nose. And you can open your eyes when you're ready and come back to the room.
How's everybody in that Facebook group? Zened out totally. That was awesome. And I'm speaking quietly. I don't know why I feel like I should, but I felt like a flood, like literally when you said filling the cracks with this unconditional love. It was just like all of these voids just suddenly got filled with love, and it was amazing. Thank you. If you thought it was amazing, or if you're just watching now, go back, rewind, do it again, do it every day, because that felt really good. Thank you. Yay.
You're very welcome. So the healing will stay with you the next few days, or might be weeks or months, to integrate in your body, because it will happen with ease and grace. The clearing you might have felt, or you may have not felt anything, and that's okay. The energy is still working, and it will take a few days even for the clearing. So you might notice that there might be some triggers come up as well in the next few days or weeks, and that's okay. So if you have questions, you can post it in the group. I created a thread there specifically for the moon ceremonies, and then I'll respond there. Or if it's something that's too private, you can just private message me about it. Does anyone have something to share before we move on to the abundance ceremony? Diana?
Kind of felt like I floated somewhere, like when you said put yourself in like the womb, and then you said that, I kind of felt like I went somewhere else. And I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't know if that was I mean, it was very, I almost like nodded off. Like I could feel myself like doing the head bob thing, like kind of catching myself. And I felt like almost light, like I wasn't generally here. It was very strange, but very cool.
Awesome.
I don't know what that was.
What that happens is you were taken into that place when you were still a baby in the womb. And funny enough is that we were led to believe that we're not supposed to remember anything when ever since we're a baby in the womb, and even when we were born. When the truth is, we can remember everything. It's just because it got blocked by this belief. So if you want to, you can actually remember everything, even how you came out. Were you cesarean? And you will even remember also if there's challenges, why it became emergency C-section, or if you became, your parents might have been saying that, oh, you are such a challenge when I gave birth with you. You gave me such a hard time, that type of stuff. You have the ability to remember everything. So bust through that belief that you're not supposed to remember anything from there. So tonight, if that's what you felt, you were brought in that space.
Whoa. Yeah, because it was a floaty type of feeling. That was weird.
So imagine you're in the womb and there's water. You're literally floating in the water.
Right.
Awesome.
Oh.
Anybody else have maybe question or?
So when you do a healing session like this, should you would you smudge after that? Would you do a smudging session, or would you have smudged before that? Because I smudged today already, but I wasn't sure.
With the clearing,
like to hold on to it.
So when I do the healing sessions and the clearing, I do the clearing already for everyone. So that's why there's no need to do the sage smudging. So that's why tonight, this new moon ceremony is unlike the other ones that we did before. Because I need to do that to be able to go above your space, clear up the negative energies that you may have absorbed. But when I do that, it's so much more in depth, I guess, and more thorough because it's at an energetic level. Sage smudge will remove whatever is in your aura. With this clearing that I did, it's more thorough, I guess, is the word that I can use with that. So that's nice. You can sage smudge later on if you like, but what I suggest every time after my session is hydrate yourself, and if it is possible to still do a quick bath because it's just 20-minute soak in the tub. That is the best way to do instead of sage smudging, because you will release everything in the water and at the same time recharge your body with the ions that you get from the Epsom salt or sea salt. That's why.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Great advice.
If there's no question or nobody else will share, we can go ahead with our new moon abundance checks. But this time, what we're going to do is there's something else that I'm going to incorporate with that tonight to make it even more powerful. Layla asked me about the check, but I don't know where that the time went today. I was so busy. But usually, it's just what I find that's more powerful is do the check yourself. Well, unless you have a check that you're not using anymore, you can use that too if you don't want to do your own check. But when you create your own check, you're infusing it with all of your energies, especially after the clearing that we did tonight. All of that positive energies that you have right now will be infused in the check that you're going to create. So I will guide you on how to create your check tonight. You can use color pens or coloring pencils. I ask you to bring those also because you might want to decorate it. With me, I like to decorate them with whatever it symbolizes me of financial abundance. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. I'll guide you with what I'm doing. I constantly change what I do because I go with what I'm guided with. So tonight we'll go with one of the latest ones that I'm doing and using. Okay, so go grab your blank sheets of paper, or you can have your, if it's an old check, if you decided to use an old check, then maybe just decorate it or color it in any way so that you can infuse your energies there. So for your blank check, what you're going to do is, so with the date part, you're going to put either immediately or now instead of writing a date. Unless you are confident and you believe completely that you will receive something at a specific date, then you can do that. But I find that the word now or immediately removes resistance. So that's what you put with a date, and with the part where pay to the order to for your name. So you put your name in there. Put your full name, your legal name. Because
And
that's
Erica was asking, is it okay if you don't have an old check? So yeah, you can just use like a blank sheet of paper and draw your own check. So you're designing it. See how Joe's done there?
There you go. Exactly.
And then, like Angel said, you're infusing all of your energy into it as you're, using your creative brain to make a check for yourself.
And when you're doing your check, tell your ego to step aside, because this is not something that you need to make it perfect. Your creativity is the one that should be out tonight and guiding you. Let that creativity come out, and whatever comes through to your mind, follow that, because that is a guidance from your either spirit guides or your angels. Do it that way. So for the perfectionist out there, let that out for now. Tell that perfectionist self to sit out. We don't need that tonight. Because guess what? The creativity
any perfectionists in the house? Any recovering perfectionists?
Okay.
I know.
So it doesn't matter if your lines are not straight. It doesn't matter if they don't really look aligned on the sides. It's all okay. Be okay with how it is coming out tonight, because this is where your manifesting power comes from. This is where how you manifest it fast enough. Those perfect lines, those all perfect box, if you put a box around it, it doesn't help you manifest that fast enough. If anything, it's deterring you. So pay to the order too. So that should be your legal name. And then there should be a space right after that, just like in the check, where you usually put the amount. So instead of putting the amount, you're going to put paid in full. And then at the next line at the bottom, it's the same thing, paid in full. So after that one, usually we have the address of the bank there, that section. So what you can put in there is Universal Bank. So we're drawing from the universal bank. So the name of the bank is Universal Bank, and then put the address that you're going to put in there is something that resonates with you. So I've seen people use be here now, and then at the bottom is planet Earth or Mother Earth or planet Gaia. So you can put a number for a street number, but use a number that pops in your head just to make it more fun tonight. No overthinking. Whatever pops in your head for a street address number, that's your street number tonight.
Mine was home is where the heart is. That's my
There you
address.
go. That's nice address. And then
I've been using Pura Vida Landia, some hashtags lately.
well, why not? That's awesome. Well, you're in Pura Vida land.
Pura Vida Landia.
So across opposite that is the signature. So instead of you signing that, the sign would be the universe. Or you can also sign law of abundance. Whatever comes to you that resonates with you the most, that's what you're going to sign in there. And underneath that, you're going to write thank you with exclamation mark 3 times underneath that signature. And then at the bottom part where you know the numbers, we have those routing number or institution number with a check. What I do with mine, so you're going to put numbers there and you'll follow how it is written in the check. So there's 3 and then there's 5 and then the 3. And so what I use with mine, what number do you associate with prosperity? With me, because I do feng shui, and when I was in Taiwan, I fell in love with 8 because 8 is infinity and 8 stands for prosperity. So what I do, I wrote 8 3 times on the first on that side, and then 5 8s, and then 3 8s again, and then you close it with a single 8. So it's up to you what numbers. Yeah, I see people use 5s, so it's like 5 5 5, and then go that way. Or if it is 1 11 11 11.
What goes after the law of abundance thing that you said something times 3?
Thank you. 3
Oh,
times. So now there's a memo part below that bank information, right? So the memo part is where you write what is your intention, what you're asking for. So if it's releasing weight, being specific is better. Let's say I want your intention is releasing 10 pounds. So release 10 pounds is in your memo. And so paid in full because it's already delivered to you. That's why it's paid in full instead of the amount. So this is not, the check is not just for manifesting money or anything financial. It could be for your health. It could be for relationship. It could be for your kids. You can use it for just about anything. And now we come to decorating your check if you're done with that. So whatever color you have, if you have colors, the colors that you associate with prosperity or abundance or wealth, you should use that to decorate your check. And so for me, I associate prosperity, abundance, and wealth with purple, green, and gold. So if you have green, you can use green. If you have purple, use purple. Or you can use both. And so you can decorate it with however you want it. For me, I put heart and dollar signs because to me, this symbolizes love from the creator, from the universe. Dollar sign is something that we came to know of money. So if it's money that you're manifesting or it's your intention right now, then put dollar signs in there.
if I want to get rid of like my control freakishness, how would I put that?
Then manifest the opposite of that. What do you want to manifest? Why do you want to release that? Because tonight we're not doing any releasing, it's just manifesting.
Manifest. So I wanna give up my control. So I wanna manifest
Be able to be okay with.
I wanna be okay with, I wanna trust.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah, trusting. And because controlling issue is because you don't trust. You lack. You're scared of trusting.
So those of you that are just tuning in, I saw we had some people joining in on the group, and if they're like, "What is going on here? What is it that you guys are actually doing? Are you doing craft time?" Yes, we are doing craft time. We are creating our abundance checks here for our new moon ceremony. You can do this at home. You can do it along with us.
Mm-hmm.
You just need a piece of paper and some fun markers.
So you can do up to three checks. That's the maximum that you can do, because anything more than that.
So should you only have one thing in your memo per check?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why you're allowed to do up to 3 checks.
Okay.
And if
3 checks, because more than that, you're diluting your energy already.
Mm-hmm.
So then you risk of not manifesting anything at all.
And should I say I manifest it, or should I?
No, you don't need anything there. With the memo, you just write, let's say, trust, then trusting. You just write trusting there. Oh, I forgot. At the back of your check, you have to sign it. Your signature that you use with the legal documents, as if you're endorsing it already. Because you are endorsing it already to the Universal Bank.
Stamp of approval.
There you go.
So for my check, I wanted to put full health for my dad, who's going through health issues. So would I put? I just put health for my dad. I wasn't really sure what to put there.
Yes.
I don't want to put what I don't want. I want to put what I do want, right?
Exactly. It's what you want. So strength and health is what you can put in. Strength and health. And then you can decorate it with lots of hearts.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say perfect health.
Perfect health.
With perfect health, though, sometimes our body thinks that having an illness makes it perfect. So that's the interesting part with this energy healings, energy clearing thing. And sometimes our body doesn't really know how it is to be perfect, to be in that perfect health.
Can I share?
Sure.
Yeah.
So Layla, my father-in-law is actually going very serious health issues too. I don't think he has more than 6 months. It's kind of at the end of the end of the end, like, the percentages, how like there's 4% is going to last this long, and 1%. So he's down to like 1%. And so I wanted to manifest, and I was going to take Angel aside and talk about this, but I'm okay with mentioning it. So, but my release is the worry of my getting old, seeing that happening, and then for him to have a gentle and easy passing, and to really just give him that as best as the universe can, because he's worried. Because I know it's really like he knows, but it's like it's day to day. He's just not going to worry, but of course everybody else knows. So it's it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah. And it is a reality check. When you're dealing with parents, it's like, wait, we're parents, and you don't. But then it's like, what does that worrying or that negative effect really create or prevent? It's only doing the exact opposite. So I can totally feel you on releasing that and just not letting that fear leave a negative imprint on us.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the other thing you can manifest with that, Lisa, is effortless and or living with ease and grace, exiting with ease and grace, or whatever word you're going to use for that part. Just add ease and grace, and then everything will be with ease and grace. And if you have relatives like that that has you can consider terminal, what the best thing that you can do is call on Archangel Raphael and just tell him, send him healing energies to make him comfortable, or send unconditional love to their higher selves, because they have their own journeys and you cannot step into somebody's journey. So this ceremony, you can also do this with your kids, and you have until Tuesday, Wednesday, until Thursday, actually. And my kids, my daughter, she loves doing this, because when she does this, everything in her checks manifest. I'm like, man, I sometimes I get one or two. She gets three every time, and she's like, "Mom, when is new moon again?" So she marks them in her calendars, the new moon and the full moon.
That is so awesome.
So kids are very good example on how you should be working on this, because they're fun. They don't care if how it looks like or what happens with it.
They don't have all this disbelief, right? Of like, oh, that's not going to work. You know, writing a check to myself, that's not going to work. No, they're like, oh my gosh, this works. And then they believe. It's just amazing.
Mm-hmm. So you involve
up to a certain age. Let's be clear about the skeptical teens. Be clear.
Yeah, we'll start when they're 3.
It's called apathy. Just to be clear.
So if they're not teens yet, include them already, so that you're creating believers already.
Start them young.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
So
we keep this, right? And we keep this until the full moon.
Yes, but before we do anything before anything else, get all your 3 checks. And what I want you to do is put it in between your hands and put it together like that. So the checks are sandwiched in your hands. And we're going to activate the energies in there and bring it to your heart. So we'll wait for a few more so that we can all do this together. So I did this maybe this the last new moon that I did, just playing around with it. I came across with it with one of the books I read. I'm like, hey, that's cool. Let me try it out if it's gonna work. And I manifested one of the things that I've been manifesting, and it won't. I'm like, okay, I did some energy work with me, and I guess maybe that worked too, because the resistance might have been released as well. But I find it's cool. So our hands has energy centers as well, or chakras. So what we're going to do tonight is activate your intentions in there and really infuse it with that energy. So we'll wait for Audrika and Coach E.
Is anybody else's check getting hot? Mine's getting really hot.
If it's getting hot, that is a very good sign.
Can we decorate it after we infuse it? Will it still have the energy in it?
Mm-hmm. Of course. Well, so focus on those 3 intentions. Coach E, I think, is finishing up. So for all of you that's waiting, you can start focusing on your intentions. All those 3, bring it in your mind right now, at the forefront of your mind. And close your eyes, and I want you to let's do this pranic breathing. Bring your tongue, the tip of your tongue, at the root of your just behind your teeth. So your tongue is there. Make sure that your mouth is closed and start inhaling through your nose and then exhale through your nose as well. So by doing this, you are bringing yourself into that slowly into the alpha state, and then eventually after 10 cycles of that breathing, you'll go, hopefully you're able to go in that theta state, because theta state is where the magic happens. And even Vera talks about this in her spiritual money mastery on the Thursday shows. So keep on breathing, deep breathing through your diaphragm with the tip of your tongue just behind your teeth, while imagining all these three intentions that you wrote in your check tonight, that it's already delivered to you, because it is already delivered to you. See it in your mind, feel it. How does it feel to receive that already? What do you see? What are you seeing? If this involves someone, see that person in that state that you set the intention in your check. Feel it in your heart. Really be in that situation when it's already delivered to you physically, because right now I can see it already in your energy fields. It's like a spaceship hovering above your head. It's just up to you when you want to receive it. Forget about the beliefs that it takes time to manifest whatever we want. We can manifest whatever we want instantly. You just have to decide. Now, some of you might not be very visual when you're imagining. That's okay. Maybe you can use your other senses. What can you smell? What is the scent in there? Or what can you feel? What can you hear? What noise is going on? Is there somebody else with you at that time? Would you be jumping around? Would you be dancing or squealing when you receive these intentions? If you still don't see or hear or feel anything, that is okay. Just trust that all of your intentions are delivered to you right now, or when you decide you're ready to receive it. Now take a deep breath in, soaking it in, all of the energies of all of these intentions. Bring it into your heart right now. Hold it for 3 seconds and then exhale through your nose. And you can open your eyes when you're ready.
Norva says that hers is getting hot too.
So when it's getting hot or is hot in your hands, it's the energies in your checks, and your energy infuses your checks. So that means you're at one with your intentions right now. If you've heard of that phrase, that be at one with nature, be at one with money, be at one with whatever it is. This is the closest feeling that you can get. And go on up. So this is we're done with our abundance check. And so you can put it away where you don't see it until full moon, or you can put it where you see it every day and it reminds you of your intentions that it's on its way to your home. or to whoever your beneficiary is for that intention.
Awesome. Thank you. We have some people in the watching live. Hey, everybody that's watching live in the Facebook group. We are getting ourselves seriously connected tonight. And with an amazing experience happening today with that eclipse, I felt like this was the perfect way to take all of that, that energy from that moment and to put it into, manifesting whatever it is that you desire, and to put it into our journeys forward and the things that will serve us and our goals and our vision. So I'm excited that we're all here together. Even if you're watching the replay and you're watching this, you have, like, what did you say, Angel? 14 days?
Yes, for the post eclipse shadow, we call it post eclipse shadow. So it gives you that 2 weeks to tie loose ends, or give you a chance to, oh, I haven't done this thing. You just realize, it's like you're just waking up from your sleep and, oh my gosh, I should be doing this thing. So you still have 2 weeks to overhaul your life, because everything that you released from tonight or within that 2 week period, and whatever you set, whatever intentions you set, will be for the next 2 to 3 years of your life, and you are supported by these powerful energies. And let's remember also, we still have Mercury retrograde until, I think, September, first week of September or second week of September. And Mercury retrograde is all about our communications, looking back at the mistakes that you've done, or what have you said that you're not supposed to say, or what are things that you're supposed to say that you've been holding on to or keeping to yourself. So it's speaking your truth. I noticed today that that's been a theme from everyone that I come across with, even with a group healing that I did before the ceremony. Speaking your truth. Everyone is being urged and guided to speak your truth. Now, when I say speak your truth, it doesn't mean that you're going to be mean or belittling that person, or because you can speak your truth and still come from that place of love and caring for that person. And when you do it that way, then that person, even though that person becomes upset or disappointed, later on they'll realize that, oh my gosh, she is coming from love and she does care for me. Right? Now, if you're speaking your truth and then you're being harsh or being too mean or belittling that person, then I think that's more of your ego that's doing that. It's not speaking your truth that you're supposed to be doing really from a place of love. Does anybody have questions? You're muted, Leila.
I was going to say, if anybody wants to share below what your memo was for your check, like, is it okay to talk about it? Like, it's not like a secret, like a shooting star. You can't tell anybody your wish or it won't come true. Is it all right to discuss it?
It's okay. If you're okay with that, then you can share it. But if you're not, then just keep it to yourself and just put it away. What I do with mine is I have an altar here in my office in the corner there. So I put it there behind. And every time I look in that corner, I send it unconditional love and say thank you, because I know it's on its way. Or
I like the thank yous.
Yeah, exactly. And some people, what they like to do is put it away, like completely out of their sight, out of mind, out of sight. And so you don't worry about it anymore.
I wanted to share something that when you were talking about Mercury retrograde, or like with the communications thing, that I had, like, I don't know if anybody who knows me and know the experience I had last week with all my electronics. There was an experience I had one day where every piece of electronic equipment I came across, I zapped. I mean, literally every single piece. I walked around all day long, and like I had errands to run, and I literally zapped my TV. My computer was acting wacko. I zapped when you go into the grocery store and the automatic doors open? Well, the automatic doors were going to open, they were going slow, and they stopped midway and wouldn't go open. They just like stopped. And then when I went and then we had to like push them the rest of the way open.
Does anyone felt like that where like you break everything every day? Or there's like a day where you just break so much stuff, or you're like the clumsiest person? Or I saw your post and I saw that didn't you get a new computer?
No, I still have my no.
Okay, so we're hoping that the computer's still running good.
Yeah, I mean, it went on till nighttime. I mean, it literally happened to everywhere. It didn't stop. It went on all day long. Angel was like, whoa, there's a message in there for you, because my sister was like, get away from me, because get away. She was like, don't touch me, because you're breaking everything. I broke the cashier, the machine where you put the Visa thing. Every Visa machine I touch, I broke it. I broke the registration in the hospital, when you just push the thing and it says registration and pull out a paper. I broke it. I mean, completely broke it. And so I was like,
Angel, what's the message there? Please tell us.
Should I share?
Go ahead.
Get her message.
You can share.
So for Diana, I started working with her, and she got a session with me before. But with her, the reason it's happening is because there is this, there's something in her life that she's been pushing aside. And that is embracing who she really is stepping into that power of who she really is. She's an indigo. And being an indigo, you are sent here on earth to guide all of the rainbow children or anybody else that needs to have their energy vibrations right. So basically, she's also a light worker. And everyone that's being called on to step into their power, to contribute in raising the energy vibration of humanity and refusing to do so will get messages in any way, every way. And so Diana found out about that, but she hasn't been doing anything about it yet. I know she's slowly coming to terms to that.
We are all energetic forces, and we project it. So be conscious of that, and be conscious to be putting out. I want to be sending out positive shocks. If I'm going to shock you, it's going to feel good.
Exactly.
That's what my sister said. She goes, and she needed some of my energy the next day. She goes, do not send me that electronic mumbo jumbo that you had the other day. Send me your positive stuff. I said,
and
okay.
It's funny that you say that, like the mumbo jumbo thing, because somebody might be watching this right now and you might be thinking, okay, they're writing checks. They're talking about rainbow children. This is, some weird stuff. And we totally get that. And, it actually wasn't that long ago where I would feel the same way. But seeing how much of how connected we are in an energy form, not only to each other, but to ourselves. Like when Angel's talking about the communication, the biggest thing that stood out to me was what I'm saying to myself and the things that I need to say to myself more and remind myself. That was the first thing, because I'm actually getting better at being a communicator, like being more social in social environments, not so awkward and observant as I usually am, forcing myself to communicate. So I've been proud of myself there. But then I thought, you know what, there is still work to be done internally. So feeling these connections, even though it may be weird and wonky and foreign to you, understanding that it's okay. We're okay with that too. You know, it's skeptics, everything. We love you all because it's part of our connection, and hopefully you can learn something or you can feel something just a little bit different that, you know, sparks something new inside of you, because it's all about expanding ourselves and doing something new. You know, you can't keep doing the same thing that you've been doing since 1999 and expect anything to change. So going back to the lessons that we've learned along the way, really, really great to release them and to learn from them and then move along. So what else do we, speaking of moving along.
Can I share something really quickly?
Yeah.
Just that date, when you were saying that date, and I said, oh, that's such a, well, my son was born in 1998 in September. So August was right before my firstborn was going to turn 1. And anybody that has kids knows that the first year is the craziest, the first year of the first kid is probably the hardest year of your life.
It's like a shocker.
Think about it, right? The whole year, no person goes through such exponential growth as from the minute they're born to when they're 1 year old. That's like the most amazing growth cycle. So when you brought me back to that moment, I was like, wow, yeah, that was when my baby boy was like turning 1, September 12th, not September 11th, but September 12th, which is crazy also.
So if you're just joining us and you missed the beginning, Angel did a healing session for us to go back to August of 1999. So wherever you were then, going back to that year, and whatever block or trauma or pain or hurt that you've been carrying around since then, we released it. So if you missed it, the replay will be up as soon as this is done, and you can go back to the beginning and do it all again, or if you need to do it again, it was awesome. So definitely check that out. All right.
Also, I don't know if you just answered Norva or mentioned Norva's question in the group. Said, can you go over again what we should be focusing on to support manifestation? So what do you think that she means by that? Angel's not. I think she knows what you mean.
She's talking about when we did the check in your hands, when you sandwich your checks in your hands. So you focus on those 3 intentions, Norva, or all of you that's watching the replay. Or the best way that you can do really is go back to that part of the replay if you missed something, so that you can get everything and do the clearing part as well, so that your energy is cleared, and then you open up that pathway for your intentions to come to you easily and effortlessly. And so I also, before we wrapped up tonight, we're pretty much done. I encourage each and every one of you who, when you manifest your intentions, please share it in the group, in that thread with a moon ceremonies thread, so that whoever is in the group that might be is skeptical or don't find that this topic is really woo and it's just wasting your time when you do that, share the results that you get. Because I have women coming to me saying that they've got so much result, they've manifested so many things, but the community is not seeing it, so they don't know, right? So this is a way for you to share that love and share it with them, to show that, you know what, this is not just something that's nothing's happening. There is something happening. And Denise has a very good example. Oh, she's gone already, but she manifested something really big that she mentioned to me, but I think I let her share her story about that one.
So Denise, if you're watching, in the comments below, leave a comment in there. Yeah, and just from your experiences, Angel, and the things that you have manifested when it comes to, tuitions and $1,000 in tuitions and free vacations and upgrades on hotels and, just all of these amazing things. It really, there's non-believers, but then what if it did work? What if you could utilize the power of the universe and write yourself a check and infuse your energy and visualize in your emotions and it's what if, right? So if you have a story, for sure, if you have a story that you can share below in the thread in the group, sharing how these exercises, how this intention, setting these intentions and manifesting through the full moon and the new moon, how it's affected you, that would be awesome, so that other women can maybe not be so afraid to try it out themselves.
Yeah.
Because what have you got to lose, really?
And then also, I want you guys to also just touch on, Angel, the value of the clearing of the energy and the opening up of the way to this manifestation, and how important that is, because that's, to me, almost equally as, like, you have to go hand in hand with the clearing, because that's going to open up. Like, if you feel that in your life, and I have friends like this, and we all do, that are always just butting up against, like, the possibility. It's like, it's almost going to happen, but it's not happening, or it's about to happen, but something gets in the way. Like, those bumps up against, those are there for a reason, redirecting you, but you might be able to open that up. And I've definitely felt, and Angel's actually done an amazing clearing for a group that I had that was getting really bogged down by this money bump and some stuff that had happened in the past, and we were so bogged down, and Angel really just cleared that by, helping us just manifest through that negative emotion to feel the light. And it does sound really hokey, it's completely hokey, but when you experience it and then all of a sudden stuff starts coming your way and you're like, what? Wait, what? Then you realize that,
like showing up in the mail, just like, what?
Yeah. So you're like, what did I do to deserve that? Whenever, if you say that to yourself, well, deserve that, that's probably something to do with it. You manifested something. You just
Taz is in the group, and she says that she manifests parking spots all the time. So she should talk to Nikki of her
parking angels.
Yeah, she tests the angels, so she'll test Archangel Michael to see if he's true by asking for a good parking spot, and lo and behold, she's been getting the best parking spots all the time. Those parking angels are working.
Mm-hmm. Angel, it's we have that training on how you can work with the angels in the back office. So if you haven't watched that yet, you should watch it, because Denise just manifested. She saved $120, I think, from Kohl's. She said, I finally remembered to call the shopping angels. Because my daughter give angels names. It's like, there's parking angels. There's got to be shopping angels. There's got to be cooking angels. I said, what about cleaning angels, Mom? I said,
cleaning angels.
Maybe we can
try. Norva says that if you're putting the checks away, do you set the intention and let it go, or do you keep thinking about it all the time?
You set the intention and let it go, because that is a sign of trust that it's already on its way to you. The only way you're going to think of it is that, how do you feel once it's already in your hands? That's the only way you're going to think of it. And just saying thank you every time. Thank you for sending me this. Thank you for having this already. That's how you think of it.
Awesome. So we are going to meet again for our full moon ceremony
in
just a couple of weeks, and that's when you may want to get outside so that we can Sophia. That's when we like to get our flames out
and the fire alarms going.
Your smoke alarm.
That's my favorite one.
All right,
but we should do a little sage tonight, right?
You can, if you want, or you can just do because we did a clearing tonight, and I did clear your energies already.
You say like an
what you should do is quick just go on a quick shower if you can. That would be the best one. If you can't soak in the tub for 20 minutes, just a quick shower. And what you do with shower is imagine that water flowing to you is gold. You're bathing in gold, or whatever it is that it is representing you, wealth or abundance or prosperity.
I have never done that.
That's lavish.
You'll love it.
No, but I'm already like intrigued to just visualize bathing and
I don't know.
One
That's
of my
really
one of
lavish.
my favorites to raise my energy vibration.
Nice. I'm glad you passed that one on. All right, ladies. So yeah, if you're watching on the Facebook group, thanks for hanging out with us, and hopefully you did your abundance checks. We'll hang out in a couple weeks to do our full moon ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think. Yeah, really, honestly, if you want more information on how to get connected with this stuff and how to learn more about how to summon the powers of the universe and the angels and all of these other dimensions that we don't even realize, until you open your eyes to them, seeing someone's aura, like you don't realize that they have this energy around them until you can attune yourself and become aware. And I really feel like through these ceremonies, we are all, like Angel says, awakening. So if you are ready to awaken and you want to be part of this amazing community and you want to be on the inside, then leave a comment. We'll plug you in. We are real ladies who really love you and want to see you succeed. So we'll see you guys in the next talking circle. I can't wait. We're going to be doing them live in the Facebook group too. So that'll be super fun.
Are we gonna do a selfie, or did you took some selfies already?
I didn't do a selfie, so let's do a selfie.
Okay.
Let's do a selfie. I did a selfie of like the Facebook Live because I thought that was good.
I like that.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Got you. Okay, wait, one more just in case. One more. She's like, I wasn't ready. Got you. Okay, awesome, ladies. So next time, get your face on the selfie so you can get on the inside. All right, peace out.